And Rao wants to come in from the BJP. Go ahead, Mr. Rao.
Deepak, good evening. I think Mr. Jindal just now told that he can't understand as to why the central agencies are coming now. Let me explain to him what has happened. I think no one is aware, perhaps, especially Mr. Jindal, as to what has happened. There was a death which has taken place of Chandrasekhar, who was committed suicide. There is an FIR registered in Shumoga. Second, there is an FIR which is registered in the High Grounds police station. According to the complainant, that is Rajashekara, who was given the complaint, and the DGM of the corporation bank gives a complaint to the CBI. Now, these are the complaints which have essentially been given. Now, naturally, it is but for natural that whenever there is an allegation of swindling of money, that too especially crores of money from the treasury departments of a government which has been transferred to 18 fake accounts in different states, it is but for natural for the CBI to jump in and but for natural for the ED to come in. Now, I want to ask a question to the Congress and those supporters of the Congress party. The complaints were given by the officers. Where is BJP in this? What is BJP to do in this, by the way? Did we tell them to transfer amounts to some 18 fake accounts for buying Lamborghinis? Did we tell them to buy liquor? I mean, this is atrocious and this is obnoxious statements made by these people. How can ED come in? How can CBI come in? Who else will come in? Will Congress party will decide as to what is as to what is wrong and what is right?
Okay. Mr. Rao, okay. No. Okay, on one hand, you are saying it was justified for the enforcement directorate to come in. The CBI, of course, the bank went ahead and complained. They are investigating it parallelly. Okay, now, but one aspect that I want to mention is today the ministers of Karnataka government, Mr. Rao, raised specific questions. They said that across the country, today, the ratio of which, opposition parties are, really finding themselves being raided by the enforcement directorate or the CBI is almost over 90%. And they're talking about 10 years during the UPA regime where it was almost balanced. They're saying that beat Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, beat what happened in Chhattisgarh, beat what happened now in Karnataka. They're saying, no, I am telling you, I want you to respond to this charge that has come in.
Let me tell you something. Let them tell which ED investigation has stopped against any Neta, even of our party. Point one. Point two. Does that mean to say, 1 minute, boss, listen to me. Does 1 minute, investigation is there, you please go. Perhaps you are not aware. The point is this, Deepak. Does that mean to say that whatever the investigation has been done by the ED is wrong in Karnataka? Point three. I just want to ask one thing. What was the SIT doing? Why have the SIT not linked the death of Chandrasekhar to the swindling of money in Valmiki Corporation? You must have remembered. I just want to remind you of one thing. Just a few days back, there was an audio which was floating between the officials of the corporation where they were saying it was good for us because we were being directed to ensure that we can put the blame on the bank and we will be scot-free. This is what has happened even now, and the government sits quiet. Nagendra, 1 minute, let me ask a question to the Congress party. How could crores of money be transferred just from the treasury accounts to some fake accounts without the knowledge of the finance department? I really am shocked. A 14-time finance minister and a 2-time chief minister can tell, we did not know about all these things. It's all done by the officials. Can someone believe this? This is Mamma Mia stories told by the Congress party in Karnataka.
Deepak.
Okay. Mr. Jindal, would you want to respond to that?
Yes. First of all,
very quickly, I also want to bring in Mr. Grover as well.
Everybody knows how Prevention of Money Laundering Act gives the power to the ED officials to undertake an arrest. The nation has seen what has happened to the Delhi chief minister. So the moment ED enters the scenario, there is a threat, there is a fear that gets created in the entire atmosphere. Secondly, when you're talking about agencies, FIR was already registered. The state has swung into action. There is economic offences wing, which shall be doing whatever is to be done as per law. Yes, if CBI is brought in, yes, Prevention of Corruption Act, it can initiate the probe. However, the moment ED enters the scenario, there is a threat perception which has political repercussions and which is something that we oppose. We want this probe and investigation to be fair, and whoever is guilty and who is responsible for this embezzlement must be behind bars, but this should not give an opportunity for attaining the political ends.
But also the question mark comes up when you have, who was a sitting minister who eventually had to resign for 30 days. He's not issued a notice. There are questions that will come up whether the state can justify a proper, thorough investigation against their own people, their own MLAs. That is where the apprehension comes up.